Hi, my name is Peter Means, and I wanted to share a quick testimony about the tremendous impact that Soundview Camp had on my life, and the great value that I see in the work that's going on there. I was a part of Soundview as a camper for 2 years, and then did a number of the outdoor programs while I was in junior high. Then was in LIT for 2 years, and then was on staff for 3 years after that. So my involvement at Soundview really spanned most of the whole time from elementary school up to college, really. Um, and I would say it's a safe bet that Soundview, more than anything outside of my immediate family, probably had the biggest impact on my spiritual life and my understanding of God and of His character and how truly good He is, and His great love for me and care for me as an individual. And that was apparent right away. As soon as arriving at camp, it was really clear how different of a place it was. I'd been to a number of camps before as a kid, and I can still remember, 20 years later, how different the atmosphere at Soundview was. And this was a place where people were excited for me just to be myself. They were really welcoming and caring, and it was a place where God was real, where people were excited about God and what He was doing, and it was authentic. It wasn't a program. It wasn't people faking it, and you could tell as a kid. You could tell immediately the difference there, and it was huge. It was really, really valuable, and that honestly just continued for my involvement at Soundview up through being on staff there. It was a place where, more than almost anywhere else that I had been, God's love was real and tangible, and I understood how much He cared for me as a person and how valuable I was. And then as soon as you receive that, it's also a unique place where you immediately can apply that and in the community around you and practice living out God's love for each other. And which is huge, which is really huge. For me, it really seems like currently one of our biggest challenges as Christians is that love is a really cheap word. It's exhausted a lot of its meaning because of how much it's used and misused throughout our culture. And I think because of that, it's all the more important for people in order to understand the gospel, to understand God's love for us. It's all the more important for that to be experienced, for it to be lived. And Soundview was clearly the biggest example of that. The clearest example of that, what that can look like, and is hugely impactful because of that. So it's a fantastic place. I think it's doing really great, really important work, and I sincerely hope that one way or another it can continue for a long time to come. All right, bless you guys.